Mufasa. What went wrong? Or what went right? Alright, so let's talk about Mufasa the Lion King. I think there's a lot that, to be honest, didn't go right creatively, in my opinion. But there's obviously a lot that did go right. So let's talk about that first. I would say the biggest thing that went right is that it's appealing to kids. There's lions playing with each other. They're singing. I think that's a lot of fun for kids to watch, and that's good. But I don't think it's going to be one that they remember for a long time. If they go back to anything, they'll probably go back to the original Lion King, and that is a testament to story, right? If a story actually impacts them. I just don't know that this one will. Now, the numbers might disagree with me. Another thing that went right is the box office. It has made, so far in the box office, I think like 440 million, close to that. It's working. People are going to see it. I think mostly out of curiosity, though. I think the numbers are going to start dwindling because it's so mixed. I keep hearing from someone, oh, I really liked it. And then the next person I talk to, nah, it wasn't really my thing. I think there's a lot that went wrong. And so let's talk about that. What did go wrong with Mufasa? Well, let me start off with something kind of big. I think this is a really important thing in a lot of Disney movies into making a good movie, which is the music. I don't think the music really hit with most people. Even the people that liked the movie didn't really like the music. I think they're corny. I think they're cheesy. I don't think they have a lot of magic. They don't give any, there's nothing menacing about the villain who sings bye-bye. Which is different from other Disney movies, right? Scar in the original Lion King, he has his song. It's actually kind of creepy. It's kind of scary. It doesn't need to be so scary that the kids are freaked out of the movie, but they need to know oh, this guy's bad. But in this one, it was kind of just oh, this is a quirky little song. Another thing about the music was I've always wanted a brother song. I've always wanted a brother. It just sounded kind of ridiculous. I looked it up. The actor who sings that song is American. And so I think maybe that's why it felt that way. They were just trying to accentuate that accent for some reason in the song, and it just came off as corny, didn't play right, wasn't a huge fan. Some movies could have not the greatest story, but have good music, and people are like, I had fun with it because the music was really fun to listen to, but I just don't think it was in this film. But the next problem, I think, was the humor. Timon and Pumbaa are beloved characters in the original The Lion King. And for good reason. They're funny, they're fun, they bring a lot of heart. But in this one, they're kind of just there purely as comedic relief, right? They serve more of a purpose in the original movie, but in this one, they're kind of just there to crack jokes. That's definitely a problem with characters like this. You're oh, Timon and Pumbaa, they're great, and then every time they come on screen, you're a little bit I don't know. I kind of would rather be at the other story. We don't need to be cutting back to them so much just to crack some jokes about the story being about them when it's obviously not, and they've beat this horse to death. Let's get into probably the biggest problem of the movie, probably the most important aspect. I would say the story, right? There wasn't anything too exciting or groundbreaking about this story. Again, I don't want to spoil too much in case you do want to go see it, and I hope you enjoy it. I do. I hope you enjoy it more than me. But I think this is what really went wrong with Mufasa, was the pacing. It brushed over too many things. Lots of things left unexplained, and the ending. There was something that happened at the end that was just kind of a very quick turn, I'll say. And it's I don't really believe that because of where the characters have been this whole movie. Their relationships the whole movie were very different from where it went. And there was nothing hinting that that was where it was going to go, other than we know that's where it's going to go from the original The Lion King. And I think that's a problem. I think it needs to, if you've never seen The Lion King and you watched this one, it needs to make sense to you in this film alone without knowing what's already going to happen. So that's what I think went wrong with Mufasa. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you liked it far more than me. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content coming out soon. For real this time. Peace.